of course, at the same time, there are those who are benefiting from being mamambogas, selling food and other wares, providing for the stones, providing for the sand, supplying, to these humongous projects that have not been witnessed heretofore. The region's projects overview for the affordable housing program, and it's also good to say that this is our theme for the Mashujaa Day in Kwale, so that's why we are really highlighting this, is that the 14 AHP projects include 2 in Kirinyaga County, that is Kirinyaga AHP with 100 units here in Kirinyaga town, and also the Geshogo AHP, which is 110 units. So here in Kirinyaga, we have 210 units. We also have 2 in Nyeri County, that is Nyeri Blue Valley AHP with 381 units, and Orengo AHP in Nyeri Town with 478 units. When it comes to Nyandarua, we have 3 of them, that is Kinangop North AHP with 220 units, and Olkalau AHP by the National Housing Corporation, 100 units, and Olkalau AHP by the State Department for Housing with 420 units. So there are 2 segments, National Housing Corporation and the State Department. We have 1 in Mwaura County, which has got 220 units in Mackenzie. Very interesting. And also we have 6 projects in Kiambu County, because Kiambu is becoming the dormitory city of Nairobi. People are, growing houses more than the cash crops as it used to be. So 1,050 units in Ruiru, where I come from. And Thika AHP, King's Orchids, 975 units. Thika Depot AHP, 436 units. Thika Bustani AHP, 996 units. And Kikuyu Kabete AHP, which is 1,404 units. And the Limuru AHP, which is 738 units. So you can see that's quite a lot, over 7,000 units, going forward. Aligned with the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the Better Plan, these projects serve as part of a larger program. As I said earlier, they are being rolled out across the country, comprising more than 700,000 units in the medium term, all almost to provide affordable housing solutions to the hustler families. This is a great achievement of the Kenya Kwanza government's plan of constructing over 1 million houses in the next 5 years going forward, because we have a deficit of 200,000 houses countrywide every year, and the mortgage facilities as of 2022 would only cover about 50,000 people. So already we have surpassed this demand or supply for that matter, and so it is very important that we take advantage of this. The projects are also aimed at creating employment opportunities for both skilled and unskilled labor to the communities around the localities, and also create business opportunities such as food vendors in the nearby shopping centers, as well as attachment and internship opportunities to the neighboring learning institutions, along with associated social and physical infrastructure improvements on the necessary amenities such as schools, markets, and dispensaries, and of course also police posts, to serve the occupants of the units and to help them lead a dignified life. For example, we met a lady, I think her name is Carol. She's from Thika Technical, and she's doing a diploma in engineering, and she was there demonstrating to us in Murang'a what is happening. We also had a gentleman by the name of Mololo, who is employed. There's also Wanjiru, who is not actually from Kiambu, but is from Taita Taveta, but has since settled in Ruiru, because that's where she got a job. So you can see there's a lot of movement, and people are getting to have opportunities because of these programs. And you can imagine if you have a unit like here, 100 units or 210 units, multiplied by 5, that's a whole market of 1,000 people that you can supply to. Even the people of Tuk-Tuk and Boda Boda will be able to transport, even Uber, they'll be able to transport such individuals when they are going to and from work or school or any other economic activity. A beneficiary of the AHP program, Julia Wanjiru, is full of praise of the gains being churned out of these housing projects. Born in Taita Taveta County, Wanjiru has found a renewed purpose through her involvement in the project, balancing manual labor with food sales. So that's a true hustler. She has managed to educate her children single-handedly as a single mother. And this is what he had to say. This project has kept us all busy. No one is idle or going hungry, she says, referring to the accrued benefits of the project in her newly found home of Ruiru town in Kiambu County. So, and there are so many Wanjirus who are there. We have another lady also we found there called Molenje from Western Kenya, who is also benefiting from the same and taking care of her family. And some of these women, even their husbands, are not working. But at the same time, we also found complaints of local youth just working for a day and then going away. So we also need to ensure that we inculcate discipline amongst the youth so that they can also be able to keep a job. You know, not just getting the money that they need for their basic needs. Maybe they want to buy a trouser or two, and then they forget that they actually need to work for long. So that's one of the things that we're also trying to do so. And also, if you look at it clearly, we are having houses that are more family-based when you are moving away from Nairobi. So if you look at the project, for example, in Murang'a, it is bed-sitter studios and then 2 and 3 bedrooms, because you are likely to have more families there. But if you look at the Ruiru project, there are quite a number, 544 one-bedroom houses, because of course there may be minimal single people who are going out there to look for work. So it is very, very well integrated. If you look at the Homa Bay project, it is actually having even a school, and it's going all the way to the fish market at Koginga. So it's very well thought out. Now, over and above this, we are also looking at the cooperative movement so that people can save money in SACCOs. Regarding the cooperative and the micro, small, and medium enterprise, which is another one of the 5 pillars, the government is committed to promoting growth and development of cooperatives under its bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the BETTER plan. This is mainly happening through semi-autonomous government agencies, including the New Kenya Cooperative Creameries, that is NKCC, whose mandate is to procure high-quality raw milk, process and package and market it along its value-added products. So already you can remember the pronouncements that the President has made in this regard. The other agency is the New Kenya Planters Cooperative Union, NKPCU, to provide affordable credit, to coffee farmers, mill and market their coffee. So please, we are urging people to actually do their coffee. The BETTER plan revolves around mobilization of actors in the economy into cooperatives, societies, including the registration of cooperatives in the 9 priority value chains of rice. So there are 9, please note them. 9, tea, livestock and beef, dairy production, edible oils, artisanal miners is a value chain, blue economy, and the artisanal fishing, textiles and apparel, alongside construction and affordable housing. Let me repeat them for clarity. Rice, tea, I do know rice is very important here, tea, livestock and beef, that is dairy production as well, edible oil, artisanal miners, and then blue economy, which also includes some form of mining, and then artisanal fishing. And when we say artisanal, we mean small scale, where we are even organizing people into BMUs, beach management units, and textile and apparel, that is because of the cotton, and then construction and affordable housing. So you can see it's very, very clear what are the value chains that we are trying to make sure that they work well. The BETTER plan further facilitates cooperatives ventures through provision of cooperative aggregation infrastructure. The specific projects and programs for facilitation of the cooperative activity in the value chain include construction of a cooperative cotton ginnery in Kwale County, modernization and expansion of the new KCC processing infrastructure, affordable credit to coffee farmers, coffee debt waiver, and refurbishment of bulk coffee handling facilities. In the last 2 years, the government has attained a number of achievements in the cooperative subsector, key amongst them registration of 300 189 cooperative societies across the 9 priority value chains, which can be broken into 3 cooperatives for rice, 1 in the tea sector, 22 in livestock and beef, 62 in the dairy production, 41 in edible oils, 117 in the artisanal miners, 104 for the blue economy, and artisanal fishing, 17. Like that, and apparel, and 22 for the construction of affordable housing in the cooperative societies. The new Kenya Cooperative Creameries, NKCC, has been designed to ensure that the buyer of milk of the last resort is actually that organization in order to mitigate against low milk prices. And currently, the entity is serving 60,000 dairy farmers through 300 dairy cooperatives and other farmer organizations, majority of whom are really from this region. So this is our own product. The new KCC reached a processing capacity of 875,000 liters. That is 250,000 liters of dairy milk and 650,000 liters of raw milk, with completion of modernization of facilities having been at 85% by June 2023. So you can see they really have the capacity to take almost all of our milk. Further, a total of 2,221 metric tons of milk powder was produced using this installed capacity during the enhanced rainy season of the financial year 2023-2024. And in that regard, following the setting of the El Nino rains, in November 2023, the NKCC made a request of 1.5 billion to the Parent Ministry of Cooperatives and MSMEs Development for support to facilitate mop-up of excess milk so that you don't have a milk glut. The government was able, because of budgetary constraints, to give 900 million of the money in December 2023. So that's why you can see that capacity is that high. The government has also allocated more funds in the current financial year for milk powder processing and completion of the last phase of NKCC modernization project. So don't stay there with your milk. There is capacity to buy, and we continue to increase it so that we can benefit all of us. Now let's come to the new KPCU. The new KPCU has in the last 2 years disbursed credit totaling to 4.95 billion to 365,972 coffee farmers spread across the 26 coffee growing counties through the Coffee Cherry Advanced Revolving Fund, according to records by the new KPCU here in central Kenya. So you can see the numbers, 4 billion, actually let's call it 5 billion, that is going to nearly 400,000 farmers. This is unprecedented. And the 4 growing counties of Kiambu, Kirinyaga, Mwaura, and Nyeri have actually received a total sum of 2.309 billion, and this has benefited 182,827 farmers. So it's actually the lion's share of that. There was also an increased coffee milling activity nationally. The new KPCU mills with 8,470 metric tons of coffee that was milled in the financial year 2023-2024 against 878 tons in the financial year 2022-2023. So you can see, look at 878 tons against 8,470. Basically, even if you do a quick mathematics, that's over. It's like
onyuaga ngiri ukaria 50 ni urimo ni njitagwo Wanja Asali na handu ha kunyuaga ngiri iyo ukaria 50 ri uka wiigithie guku kwa Mawega Company Limited wigwatire gaburoti wikuo mwana witu. Thank you.
Mawega Company Limited, turning tenants into landlords.
Kayugutura ujabetie ginyare ndeto ciakwa wacitwire